Hello, everybody. I'm TychoCelchuuu, and welcome to a Company Heroes 2 shoutcast featuring Unknown Legend. Oops. Unknown Legend. Ooh, there you go. Playing as the OKW versus Royal Hans. Playing as the United States. They're blue. They're reddish. Bright red. In fact, and we're on Langriskaya. This match is being it's currently the top ranked on a match, and it's being simultaneously live broadcast on Twitch.tv/TychoCelchuuu, the only Twitch page featuring me so far. Someday I'll take over Helping Hans's page too. That's how I'll get all the viewers. Take all his fans and I'll be like, hey guys, the anime times are over. We're going to play Hatoful Boyfriend on the stream. 24-hour Hatoful Boyfriend stream. What is this wire? It's to block off the tank trap. Only the green cover for the Americans. No green cover for anybody else. That's the American way. Ooh, and a Kubel early. Always like seeing one of these little bad boys show up to play. With an acceptable pattern. I don't know, it looks like some kids spray painting with the colors nobody else wanted to use for their graffiti, but who am I to judge? I don't have any artistic skills whatsoever, so if I had to do camouflage, I'd probably just take a picture of the forest and print it out really big and paste it onto a tank, and then the tank would be like, it's not working, and I'd be like, peace, bro. The challenge here, of course, for the Germans is to capture this point without not being behind the green cover, and they're doing it just fine. Do you think the capture zone is like slightly larger just to accommodate that tractor so they can have green cover there? But I don't really know. There's so much shooting. It's hard to keep track of what's going on. I don't think the Kubel, yeah, the Kubel hasn't really been firing at all. It went over to cap the fuel point on the right, which makes a lot of sense. Nice grenade. There's no cover anywhere else, so that's pretty much it for the rifle squad, even if it weren't retreating. Kubel has yet to take much damage, but the German player is very wisely being pretty cagey with it. They know how quickly a Kubel wagon's health can drop. They know that Sturm Pioneers to repair are kind of a luxury in the early game. There's no other way to repair, so it makes sense to be careful with the Kubel wagon like this, even if you're like, hey, why shouldn't you just trade some fire with those riflemen, maybe push them off.
Rifle squad ready for action.
I just had some water. Maybe you can hear that on the mic. I have a very sensitive mic. Here, watch how sensitive the mic is. Mike, you're a piece of shit. Alright, see how sad it is? That's because it's really sensitive. Elmer's. Fuck me, literally the only few nights I go out drinking and Tycho streams again. Don't worry, someday I'll stream again when you won't be drinking, or you're an inveterate alcoholic. One of the two options, and either way you're good to go. Just a lot of rifles so far. I like to lure people into a false sense of security so they think they can go out drinking, and then like, BAM! Surprise! TychoCelchuuu streaming online. Quality content straight into your ear holes. Right up in your small intestine. You know you love it. You love the Tycho. Tycho, Tycho, Tycho. Only available online. And through subscription. If you want to subscribe to my shoutcast, please send me a $5.99 check in the mail, and I can send you a little USB drive with them on it, with them on it. But then you have to send the USB drive back. It's like a Netflix sort of thing. But unlike Netflix, no DRM, and no Parks and Rec. Oof! I thought maybe it would get out of there. Shows what I know. At least we've got an upgrade. Man, that's ugly ass smoke. Usually it looks better. Why am I suddenly noticing this now? Is this what it feels like to be reaching the end of one's life? Do I have but a few hours left to live? If so, then I'm glad I'm spending it with all of you. I take it back. I want to be alone. Medic truck? Makes a lot of sense. These roughmen are getting pretty beat up.
Heavy truck, ready for orders.
Every time I try and listen to a good conversation in the game, it's like other stuff is happening. How come Company Heroes 2 can't just be like a visual novel? Why can't it be a walking simulator? I feel like a World War II walking simulator might be a good idea. Some parts of Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway felt a little like that. It's like they changed from the original Brothers in Arms formula where it's like, you know, it's a tactical first-person shooter, and then they added parts where you're just like going along shooting on your own, and that's basically bullshit. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like you're doing this for the sake of the story, and nobody cares about your story. Nobody cares about Heartsock. We just want to order people around. We want to find, fix, and flank. Did you ever play any of the Brothers in Arms games? I think they were all three really good. I highly recommend Brothers in Arms if you're a World War II tactical shooter fan. And I think they're very hard to find online, but I might be wrong. Here's a fight, by the way. So it's interesting. The Storm Pioneers are further away. Often you'd want them to be the one behind this thing, because when those people run straight up to you, you annihilate them. Just awful. The PS2 one, Brothers in Blood, I remember very fondly. Yeah, I played them on PC, but it was Earned in Blood and... Oh, wait, no. Maybe there's a PS2 one that had nothing to do with any of the others. I played Earned in Blood and Road to Hill 30 and Hell's Highway. I think those are the only ones. Somebody played one on the Nintendo DS. It was Macabre. That's weird. PS2 was probably a port. Yeah, I'm surprised they were on the PS2. I'll take your word for it. Okay, and Lieutenant Tech. So I don't know if I feel like I'm living in the slow motion world, wading through maple syrup, or if this is just a relatively slow game. But we're 7 minutes in, and now the teching is happening. The American player hopefully going to bust out some sort of well, I don't know what the American player could possibly bust out that could help against this AA half-track, so things might suddenly look very bad for the Americans. That's what happens when you go Tier 1 instead of Tier 2. The meta now is Tier 2, and your M20 is not going to help unless you get an M20 mine down and the half-track runs over the mine, but yeah, that won't happen. So instead, we just have a flak half-track with free reign. Where's the shooting happening? Okay, up here. Oh boy. Guess who's gotten revealed? It is the flak half-track. The Americans now know I exist. I was talking first person, obviously. I was putting myself in the character of Flaky McHalftrack. And, yeah, Flaky McHalftrack, the flak and half-track. You got a problem with that? And, yeah, now the Americans know that Flaky is roaming around, so it would be surprising to see them get caught in anything like an impressive manner. So that may have been a little bit of a whiff, but I guess you need to reveal it sooner there rather than later, because you can't keep it a secret forever. I get some nice hits on the M20. Yowza. What's this crater? Was that always there?
Get fire on that infantry!
Okay, there's multiple things to look at. Not this anymore. God, suddenly I'm super tired. I feel like I'm falling asleep at the cast. It's not because it's boring. I'm pretty into this game so far. It's been back and forth. I just something wrong with my body. Maybe it's because I woke up at 4:30 today. That'll do it.
Anti-tank rockets on the field.
What do you think? Just call in a bunch of airdrop combat groups? Maybe we only need one. The AT gun will be super helpful. Oh, but Jesus fucking Christ. That was my subscription sound. I am definitely being lulled to sleep because that fucking woke me up. Holy shit. Trouser Demon just resubbed. Oh my god. Thank you, Trouser Demon, for resubbing. You are for sure my longest sub. I'm pretty sure you're my first sub. And that's 4 months of subs to whatever. You are, I think, certifiably by the numbers my biggest fan, and also you helped this cast because you definitely woke me up. Oh my god. Jesus, I am sitting higher in my chair, I tell you what. So I'm excited to see the paratroopers do their thing. You get an AT gun, right? I'm not making that. Yeah, there's the AT gun. I was like, where did that go? I'm excited to see the paratroopers do their thing. I'm excited to see the AT gun take on the AA half-track. M20 has 1 kill, which frankly is impressive. And here we go. Paratroopers, do your thing. Too bad they don't have Tommy guns. They're still good without Tommy guns. These guys are good. I think they're good now. Nobody uses them, but I think they're good now. Why would you use them? They're terrible. But they're good. They're expensive. They're really, look at these things. 325, come on. And then however much manpower is going to cost you to recruit the fucking AT gun. I don't know about running straight into this AA half-track. Like, get your AT gun in position first, and then maybe go to work on the AA half-track. Oh, also I didn't read Trouser Demon's resub message. I love you so much, even if I'm just drunk right now. Please stream more. I watched all your old MP3 casts. Oh, thanks, Trouser Demon. Yeah, I wish I could stream more. It's just I have an extremely busy life, and also I don't stream as much as I could. So those two factors combined mean I don't stream as much as I would like to. Poor Rear Echelon. Are they do you think they're... Oh, motherfucker! Oh my god. Guys, I'm awake. You can stop subscribing. Al Hazred has just subscribed. I believe that is basically a resub. It says Prime, so I don't think it counts as like a resub or whatever, but I recognize that name at least. Thank you, Al Hazred, for subscribing. One more subscription is going to kill me, so don't do that. And I didn't even see if no, they got away. I was saying I didn't see if the Rear Echelon got away, but they did. So yeah, I think the United States player maybe mismicroed that fight a bit. Kind of needed to get that AT gun up around here or whatever before the fight started, because I guess maybe the AA half-track would have just pieced out anyways. But, well, no, yeah, even if the AA half-track had just pieced out, that would have been a better fight for the Americans, because the lieutenant spent half the time suppressed by the AA half-track, etc. And so we got ourselves a rolling battle going around. Do these guys not even get Tommy guns? They already come with Tommy guns. I'm so fucking stupid. They don't have Tommy guns. I was thinking Rangers, presumably. They get bars, though. They're really good with bars. How many kills does this thing have? 8. Okay, that's alright. It's almost got Vet 2, which it's really good. Wow, Vet 2 looks really good. Sign me up for Vet 2. What do you get at Vet 1? Nothing. What do you get? Wow, look how pointless fucking Vet 1 is. Imagine being promoted to Vet 1 and being like, oh great, now my concealing smoke is 15 less munitions. Great! Great, that's what I really wanted. Oh, hi, smoke. A United States player suddenly has control the entire map, because even though they haven't been super effectively combating the AA half-track, they have been doing basically the only thing you need to do, which is get an AT gun somewhere within 20 feet of it, and it just like runs away, so it's pretty understandable, and things are happening, and here's a mine. What is that bonking noise? That was in the right-hand side ear. Did you hear that? So this is, of course, a nice place for Tier 4. I'd say like 80% on low risk guy if you're on the south. Tier 4 ends up right around here. Because, like, why not? Guard these things, man. Guard these things. Another shoe lane. Oh boy. Did we just pick this? Why? What's going to happen with this thing? Are we going to see Strum Pioneers making anything? No. Are we going to see Foxcatteers making anything? No. We'll have to see. I'm actually kind of excited that Unknown Legend picked this because I want to see what we get. It's very defensive, says Destafo. Yeah, 100% correct. I don't know about Shreks on Strum Pioneers, by the way. I guess it makes sense. It's a pretty heavy AT, all things considered, so that plus the Raketten can be enough to wipe out whatever. But speaking of the Raketten... Well, with the exception of the zero-ring artillery, we now have the CPs unlocked for all this German stuff. So, They'd better start doing it. Oh, Jesus! Woo boy! Woo boy! Warning, warning, warning. That, my friends, is a squad wipe. And you know what happens when you wipe a squad? Oh, whoop, no, I gotta turn up the, sorry. You know what happens when you wipe a squad? Okay, probably won't do that again. I was gonna mention something. Maybe it was the Oversoldat. I got distracted. Those flak emplacements were pretty strong though, if memory serves. You can lock that points the US keeps running into. Yeah, well, we just gotta... Right now, nothing. Nothing is happening. Nothing, I mean, is happening. This doctrine. Oh boy. MG34 is flanked. These guys don't have a grenade, but they have guns, so next best thing. Yikes, the Raketenwerfer is stolen. This is not good. What's the German plan here? They've done all, like, a bunch of crazy teching. We are up to tier 4. We have even an Obersoldat now. Nice grenade. Obersoldat with 0 kills, by the way. Oh boy. Yeah, careful of those bar blobs, man. Oh boy, here's a shoe mine. Yeah, that was good. But still, this thing gets fucking focus fired and it's almost down immediately. Yikes. 12 kills. This is pulling its weight. It's not winning the game immediately for the German player, but it's pulling its weight. But will it still pull its weight when the Sherman comes? Tune in next week. Don't do that. Tune in right now. Why would you pop incendiary rounds? When were those popped? What were you fighting? The M20? You thought the M20 was going to drive in front of you? Is that the plan? Whew, okay, I think I've recovered, so you can subscribe now if anybody wants to subscribe. I don't think I'll die. So I don't think... Has the Major revealed itself? Do the Germans know a Sherman's coming? Are the Germans aware of the Shermans? They're going to be aware pretty soon, because the Sherman's driving straight down the middle. How do I know that? How am I psychic? It's my mini-map, my man. Well, that Major lasted a while. Blammo. Shoe mines. There was an old mine who lived in a shoe, and I don't know how the rest of the rhyme goes. And that's also not how it goes, in the first place. Interesting that the Sherman didn't keep shooting at the MG after it retreated. Probably it was given a move order, so it picked its own target. Oh boy, it's getting low. Is that a tactical wipe to clear pop cap, says Destoffel about the American Major dying. I doubt it. I mean, you don't need pop cap at this point. You don't need to care about pop cap till you're pop cap. You can care about upkeep, but I think a Major is better than the upkeep you pay for it. Just having somebody to cap points is nothing. Okay, so here's some smoke to get away from the Raketenwerfer, which is something you frankly could have avoided in other ways, like not losing your Raketenwerfer in the first place. But it's 420 smoke. Weed every day because both things are popping it. Interesting fight here. Looks like the Americans doing a lot of microing straight into people's faces between the Major and this Rifleman squad and stuff like that. It's an interesting choice. I tend to like to get up in people's grills. High risk, high reward. You get what I mean? Man, look at all the smoke. Whew. It's very thin now. It's making everything purple. It's making everything Shogun Total War 2 or whatever. Shogun 2 Total War. That game, and also Napoleon and Empire Total War. They're all really fucking purple. And the Warhammer games, I think. The Warhammer Total War games. Super fucking purple. Creative Assembly is addicted to purple. Is politics banned here like on Imperial Dame stream by the W? But you can talk about whatever you want in chat, but if it starts annoying me, I'll say don't talk about it. And probably politics will annoy me, because there's nothing good to talk about. Imperial Dane only bans politics on his chat because nobody supports the Nazis, which are his favorite party, so he can't get people to talk about what he wants them to talk about. What are they doing? Are they... Whew, they were setting a booby trap, I guess. That's what they can do. Destoffel makes a surprised face, as if everybody doesn't know Imperial Dane is... His name is Imperial Dane. He's clearly a neo-Nazi. Every upload of his on YouTube is like the flavor text is him jerking himself off about the 17 shit stuff, stomping their way through the whatever the fuck. He's a big old wereaboo. Destoffel saying, "No, he's low. No, I'm 100% serious. He is a neo-Nazi. I've never joked about this before." And at night, he pleasures himself to pictures of Hitler. I'm not making this up just because I've always made fun of him for it. It's 100% true. This is going to get shot through a hay bale. So finally, we get our answer of what the fortifications doctrine is up to. It's a flak 88. Fucking Sherman has done jack shit. I feel like. Where is it? Oh right, it got pushed off by the Rakettenwerfer. Well, it's curtains for the Sherman. Woof. Oh, look, it dropped its bazooka. Curtains for the Sherman, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And I do have to admit, of the things in the fortification doctrine, the only thing that isn't a complete fucking waste of everybody's time, energy, money, and effort is the Pack 43, which is kind of cool. It's a big time sink, or it's a big money sink, it's a big liability, blah, 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 but you do have to admit, it's a big fuck-off gun, and it shoots a lot of shit, and it is pretty impressive. Elmer says, I got reviewed by the Finnish television about sex toys rate. I don't know exactly what that means, but I 100% approve. And let's see if this pack can kill either of the Shermans, because there's two now. Oh boy, airplane! Airplane! No, it's a M83 cluster bomb. Cluster bomb! These things just get shot down if they, nope, they don't. That almost was impressive. Like, so close to being pretty cool, but... instead, nothing.
We have fallen to 200 points.
They're free, so you can't go wrong with it. Don't know what that's a response to.
Combat promotion.
Oh, it's the best sex toys are your hands, somebody was saying. I think sex toys are one of those places where you don't just want to go for the free ones, because that means sometimes you get used sex toys, and those can be a little... I don't know. So anyways, that's the end of the house. This is definitely still not facing in the direction of Sherman's for mysterious reasons. I mean, like, shoot it, right? Like, that's... yeah, okay, here we go. No, what's happening? Good? There you go. Okay, now shoot it. Sherman's doing some smoke. Okay, well, now you can't. I don't know what's going on. Tries demons. Hard to be both in your ass and on your dick at the same time with just hands. I feel like... no, it isn't, but I don't... this is getting a little risque, so I'll just let Twitch chat puzzle the rest of that out. And people on YouTube will have to use your imagination if you want to join in this sort of scintillating debate. Feel free to join me on twitch.tv/TychoCelchuuu, where you can subscribe and nearly make me shit my pants. Panzer 4. Okay, what do you get at vet 3 for this thing? Okay, I feel like this thing's gonna be... it's a monster already, just with vet 2 and vet 3. The fucking gun's getting pretty impressive. Yeah, look at it. Just fucking nailed that Rakettenwerfer. It had no chance. Where did these guys get Shrek? Did they pick up the... no, it's a bazooka. They picked up the bazooka from the M12. Oh my god, the things that are happening in this game, I can barely deal. Very happy I downloaded that app. 10 out of 10, rating that a 5 stars on iTunes. Or the App Store, or whatever it's called. Okay, this, after a very impressive reveal shot when it nailed the M20, this has been extremely underwhelming, which is just reinforcing my suggestion that you never go fortifications doctrine, and if you do, you should feel really bad about it, like the Pope wants you to feel about masturbating. And various other things. I guess really the Catholic shtick is just feel bad about all sorts of stuff, so that you have to come in and talk to the priests, but I don't know, it seems to work for them. Ireland is a nice place. So chat is now talking about poop. I would say I am largely anti-poop to the extent possible, but as I think people in chat are pointing out, you can't be 100% poopless, so you really gotta just get used to it. Everybody poops, as that classic children's book says. And it's right. Okay, Pack, now's your time to shine, right? Why don't you... Does this not... Am I misunderstanding how this works? My impression was that this, you face it at things and then it shoots them, but it seems like the German player is not doing either of those things, so... Maybe there's some other way to use the Pack that I'm unaware of. When is this gonna get repaired? Man, look at all the vet on these infantry. These people are keeping their squads alive, especially the OKW getting up to vet 4 on like half their squads. Even vet 2 on this MG34. Vet 5 on these Volksgrenadiers who are not having a good time of it. Man, lay off. They just got vet 5. Why do you gotta hassle them like this? German map control looking pretty good. 149 VPs for the Germans, though, so they're gonna have to keep this. Oh my god! The humanity! The humanity! Okay, so trading a Sherman for a machine gun. That's a plan, not one I'd endorse. To be fair, I think the American forgot this was here. They got lulled into a false sense of security. It's like, I know something killed my M20. What was that? It was a Raketten. And so you're just like finally driving around with Sherman. It's like, no, surprise, motherfucker. There's been this big fuck-off gun there the whole time. How many kills on the paratroopers? 16. Not bad. No bad at all. Oh boy, here's this thing. It's the terror from the error. It's the beast from the east. The best from the west. It's the AA half-track! But it looks like it's actually gonna get shot by this stuff. Whoa, why do you buy a howitzer? Oh no, it's dead! Okay, well, whatever. Hey, what the fuck is this doing, by the way, by BTW? Can't it just one-shot this motherfucker? Okay, well, it missed, but it could have, right? Yeah, why would you fucking build this? What's, what is going on? Now, every time you mention the fortification doctrine being bad, think of this game, TychoCelchuuu. Look, I'm not saying it's literally useless. I'm just saying the only thing that's even potentially halfway decent is the Flak 88, and even that's been underused this game, and even if it had been fully used, fine, I admit it's fine, but like the rest of the doctrine is shit, and there's better options. Air horn noises will never not make me laugh, says Treasure. Exactly, right? This is the best app I've ever downloaded. When is this thing gonna fire? Use the gun! Use the gun! The gun has been built for the express purpose of shooting the enemies? What are you doing with it? You do not merely point it at the enemies. You must load the shell, you must fire the shell. The shell must penetrate. That is the goal! Bunkers, mines, flak emplacements, howitzers equal shit, says Distoffel. The answer is yes for all of those except for flak emplacements. Elmer's. The worst part about the interview was that my girlfriend was standing there next to me, Elmo. Yeah, you made her look bad because you're the only one who knows about sex toys. Are these guys supposed to repair faster at Vet 3? Or Vet 2? Yeah, Vet 2 is when they repair faster, so this is already taken forever. Who do you think's gonna win? German, at least until a moment ago, had like extreme map control, but the German is down to 149 VPs, and the United States is no slouch. There's the two Shermans. Wait, one Sherman? One Sherman. Yeah, right. The other one got killed by the 88. I remember that. There's the one Sherman, the very odd Scot. They are hot for Scot for some reason. And riflemen and paratroopers with bars, so. Okay, but now we have a Panther. This is, I feel like it's German's time to shine, really. Okay, so we got multiple attacks on multiple flanks. This is exciting stuff. This attack, I guess, just collapsed, so that's less exciting. Wow, this is really going for it against... What did it? Just get AT grenaded or something? Do these guys have a bazooka? It's hard to tell what's happening. No, it's the AT gun, of course, all the way in the back. And my thought was that the... Oh, there goes the rear echelon squad. My thought was that the German was going to try and penetrate pretty far in and then send the Panthers back up to hunt down the Sherman. But I think the AT gun put a kibosh on that plan. Instead, the Panthers over here, scaring off the Scot. And I'd be feeling pretty good as the Germans. The question is, what are the Americans going to tech to? How much fuel do they... Oh, they just bought a tank destroyer. That's where it went. So, Americans still 100% in this, especially with this VP lead that they got. Wow, running straight up to the machine gun. That is balls. That's balls in terms of being brave, and that's balls in, like, it's bad. Like, when some people say, like, balls. Chat is still, and by chat I mean Destoffel, still trying to convince me fortification doctrine is not shit. I refuse to believe. Is this shooting the MG? So is this a recently recruited Vet 3 MG, or did the Germans build 2 MG34s? Yeah, I don't know how long this Scot is for the world. I guess the Panther doesn't want to drive forward. There's an AT gun there. Oh, and the Sherman's here too. This could be a... you can catch the United States riding dirty here, and that's exactly what's happening. We have the Raketenwerfer moving up slowly. I can't see anything in the fog of war, though, and I don't think the Germans can discover what's going on. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe they are. Whoop, Scott is recruited, and I don't think this attack can finish like this. Not even with a stolen bazooka. Oh look, the Raketen did end up opening up on the Scot. Missed a few times, but maybe just missed once, maybe missed twice. Oh boy, yeah, these Raketens have a very limited shelf life around these bars, especially when they're Vet 3 bars from lieutenants and paratroopers. It's like, yikes. How bad can I get? This tank destroyer is doing work! Jesus, there's no munitions. Oh wait, no, there's no... This is not... I'm so stupid. There's no AT grenade on the lieutenant. The thing is, the icon for the smoke grenade looks like the icon for the AT grenade, so it's very easy to think I'd clicked on a rifleman and was looking at no munitions for an AT grenade in my defense, because I need defending. When is this thing gonna shoot? Doesn't it shoot tanks? Isn't it what it's for? I guess it's got less range than I thought. I suppose. Oh man, that's gonna be the end of the Raketenwerfer eventually. Get it with the bazooka. 2 bazooka. Classic dual bazooka. Ooh, can they take it in time? Oh, 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 are they gonna take it? No. Once you take it, it basically is much harder for them to target the weapon, right? And chances are they won't hit the weapon and it'll blow up, so... I don't know. I would have risked it. You only lose 3 Volksgrenadiers, worst case scenario, and thankfully you're about to lose 3 Volksgrenadiers right here. 2. I was close. Can the pack shoot infantry? Can it just attack ground infantry? Is it any good at that? Because it hasn't been doing it. I think the German player is definitely trying to sneakily lure the American into forgetting that exists again. Armor-piercing rounds for some reason again. I guess if you want to kill the AT gun, you want to kill the AT gun. You're really worried about this dying, but it's gonna get butterfly bombed anyways, so. Bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Doesn't really matter. It can just get recruited. But if the Americans take it, they can fuck up the Panther and the Panzer IV, so that would be perfect. So just that's my suggestion. Take all your infantry, big old box around them. Right click on this, Alt Tab, come back, see if you won. I guess they're just killing it. What just died? Raketenwerfer gun crew? Or this thing? What the fuck? Okay, well, this guy really uses fortification doctrine, all right? And I'm actually glad, because now we can see that this thing is a piece of shit. It's not gonna kill anybody. Mark my words. What the fuck happened there? Okay, it just killed it. Okay, fuck everybody. Nobody saw that, alright? That didn't happen. We're just, nothing happened. Anyways, the United States player is going to win because fortification doctrine is terrible and the Germans picked the wrong doctrine. So that's the plan. Here come the tank destroyer, but that's okay. The Germans are being pushed so far back it doesn't even matter. You know, just recrew this. Now's the time. These guys can do it. Or just kill it. Recruit it. Recruit and kill all the base buildings. It's easy. You and Imperial Dane should do a co-op cast or heavy co-op. I don't work with Nazis. Okay, so that's the end of this. Thank God. Now I have to contend with this thing making its presence felt. Whatever the fuck. And the CPs or VPs are getting... Why did I say CPs? Tycho. Bad Tycho. Can you hear me slapping myself? Bad Tycho. VPs. The VPs are getting pretty low. The German player has just had like overwhelming firepower for so much of the game and just isn't able to get anything out of it. I think because a lot of it was tied up in this stupid fat fucking emplacement which didn't do anything except kill an M20 once and a Sherman once and maybe tickle a Scot. And that's not... Tickle a Scot is not a euphemism. I would just mean it tickled a Scot at one point. And I feel like if instead of this they'd had a big fucking tank driving around or even a small fucking tank, just another Panzer IV, I feel like the German player would have been able to be more aggressive, maybe get more kills, at least get further out on the map, and have even more control than they had for a while, which was pretty good control, but frankly, basically split down the middle, which is, and then also with these 2 points, which is okay, but not as good as it could have been had they been more mobile. And you know what's not mobile? These fucking fixed gun emplacements. Those aren't mobile, so everyone in Tycho telling me, oh, Tycho, such a good doctrine. No. See, do you want to fucking cap a point with this doctrine? You can't. Capping points is what wins. That's how you do it. Americans have a lot of tanks. 2-unit radio net. Good stuff. Who forgets that radio nets exist? I definitely forget that radio nets exist. When do you get it? I think you need vet for radio net, right? Yeah, vet one. Okay, well, this is the last chance for the Germans. I think there's just too much handheld AT plus these things AT for the tanks to feel confident engaging the American tanks. And if you don't feel confident in engaging the American tanks, that's a big problem, because then they just drive wherever they want and give you a black eye, and your fucking infantry gets wiped. Are these guys going down? Oh, they went down. And it looks like this is GG for the Germans, who fought very hard. And I think in the end they were sunk by a terrible doctrine that chat is mistakenly saying is any good, but it's not. It's trash. It's trash like shit, like from a butt. And that's why the Panther's dead and the Panzer IV is dead, and German doesn't even stick it to the end of the game, but that's okay because we get to see this amazing situation. Do you think he'll be okay? He looks a little... I feel like at the very least his elbow's fucked. Alright, so that was a pretty good game, I'd say, all things told. Lots of things back and forth. Nothing incredible, but that's the end of it. Relic needs more icons. RadioNet should be like a little floating radio circle, not like a crosshair. Okay, bye.